Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Monday, April 6, 2015, around 5:45 in the morning. Gonna be a nice and sunny day. High is close to 50, a little bit below average, but we'll take it. Most of the snowbanks are all gone. Everybody could see the grass again, even though it's mud. But it's a good thing that spring is here. Some news to report. The Washington Capitals clinched a playoff spot in Stanley Cup Finals. The Boston Bruins are now in third place in the Atlantic Division. And Major League Baseball season started last night. The Cardinals won, beat the Cubs. The Red Sox open up the 2015 season against the Philadelphia Phillies at Citizens Bank Ballpark today. Game's at 3:05. You could catch the game on NESN, or if you're in Philadelphia area, Comcast Sportsnet, Philadelphia. And that's about it on the news. My first subject of the day is about the Boston Celtics playoff drive that they're going to try to make this season. Currently, the Celtics are in 8th place. They're in the 8th and final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference of the NBA, and a lot of experts were saying when the Celtics traded Rondo to the Mavericks in December that they were in full rebuilding mode, and I think they kind of are, but it's being accelerated because the Eastern Conference is very, very weak this year. I think there's a possibility that 3 teams could go to the playoffs in the Eastern Conference with an under 500 record, and the Celtics have been very, very entertaining. They have a lot of great players like Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, Jared Schutzer, Jake Crowder, Evan Turner, Brandon Bass, and Isaiah Thomas, not the one who used to play for the Pistons, the one they traded for from the Sacramento Kings. And the Celtics have been real entertaining. They've been competitive in most of the games and stuff like that. But they go out to big leads, but they can't hold them and stuff. But they're developing pretty good. And with the Eastern Conference so mediocre at best or so poor, Celtics won a couple of games in a playoff position, and they lose one. Then they're out of a playoff position, they win one. And it's been like that the past couple of weeks. And so, but my opinion on the Celtics, that they should, I think that in my opinion, they should not really focus on a playoff spot. They should really focus on getting maybe 1 or 2 more draft picks, because they're still in a rebuilding phase and stuff like that. And making the playoffs this year would temporarily put a stop to that, because if they make the playoffs, they won't get a lottery pick. They'll get a middle of a low pick, and sometimes middle of the low picks in the NBA are like journeyman players, or like players who are like the 11th or 12th player, or go to the NBA developmental league and stuff like that. And that's not really good. But the Celtics are progressing pretty good. Brad Stevens is a great coach, and he should stick around for this rebuilding process completely, because I really do believe within the next couple of years the Celtics probably could be an Atlantic Division powerhouse, because the Raptors are okay for right now, but the Raptors don't keep their teams for long. The Brooklyn Nets are probably going to go through maybe a major rebuilding phase, even though the Sixers say they're rebuilding for the future. The track record says that they'll probably be mediocre at best, and the Knicks, you don't know what you think of the Knicks. I think the Knicks could be in for a long haul for major rebuilding, in my opinion. The Celtics are primed to be a powerhouse, probably to win many Atlantic Division championships. But right now, in my opinion, the Celtics should really focus on maybe missing the playoffs and maybe getting one more lottery pick. It would be great if they made the playoffs this year, but they're probably going to be knocked out in the first round by the Atlanta Hawks. But maybe they could give them an entertaining series and stuff. But I think right now the Celtics should really start focusing on not making the playoffs and stuff, because their future looks real bright, and an early like playoff round thing might hurt development, in my opinion. But we'll wait and see. But so far, so good. This rebuilding process for the Celtics has been amazing and stuff. And, the team's gelling, and I expect great things for the Celtics next year and stuff like that. But this year, he should really consider not making playoffs, in my opinion. Well, that's about it on that. I'll be back later on today. 2 more video blogs. First video blog will be about the continuation of regional territories. We're going to talk about Georgia Championship Wrestling, the history of that. Georgia Championship Wrestling was famous for being on the Superstation WTBS at 6:05 Saturday night, hosted by the Dean Wrestling announcers Gordon Soley. No question about it. Souffle. And then the third and final video blog of the night will be about the person I profile, about the late great NBA center, one of the best players of all time, Minneapolis Lakers player George Mikan, and only 6 more days into the great ones video blogging. You know who that is. Julie Button. Have a good day. Bye now.